Hey, what's up, good people? It's your girl KB. You know what I do, and you know why I do it. It is Friday, not Saturday. Go back to my introduction video if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's Friday. It's August 25th, and it is 3:46 in the a.m. I'm reading just for today. It's entitled "The Ninth Step: Reclaiming Life." It says we are achieving freedom from the wreckage of our past. Um, in just reading that, the wreckage of our past, it gave me cause for pause to just think about posing the question to myself: am I the wreckage of somebody's past? And then, what are my actions toward rectifying that? Also, what is the wreckage of my past? What's the flotsam, if you will, that keeps coming back on the tide? Yeah, at some point you're going to have to clean up the garbage, bottom line, at some point. Which, here's a visual. This morning as I was walking in, there's an area that I have to walk past. It's a fenced in area because there's a cellular tower. There's a couple of towers for radio signals for the campus that I work on. There is a big electric box, a circuit junction. I don't know if it's electric or phone, but there's a big box there that's under lock and key. And you know, this whole area is fenced in with, it has overgrown grass and all that, you know, and it's on a slope. So as I was walking in, now there's been 2 bags of trash that have been on the sidewalk, I want to say for over a week and a half now. And as I was walking in, I saw about a dozen rats scurry because nobody's cleaned up the trash. And that's a clear visualization for what happens in our lives when we don't clean up the trash. You attract rats, or dare I say minions of the enemy. And yet to some people, this kind of stuff is appealing. Like a shark smells blood in the water, you're already wounded. But a shark is attracted by that. It says when we start the 9th step, we've reached an exciting stage in our recovery. Excuse me. The damage done in our lives is what led many of us to seek help in the first place. I'm going to pause there. Read that again. The damage in our lives is what led many of us to seek help in the first place, and also led many of us to build better facades. To keep this real. You know, we say we want help, but we don't really want it. We want to go back into hiding. So we create this new facade, if you will. We remodel our emptiness. Think about that. You know, when you see a remodel, I see it a lot here in the city, they take it down to the studs, the bare bones of the house. And they change the configuration of the studs. And normally it's not to create larger spaces here in the city. It's to create smaller spaces for more money. See, I got too much square footage. Let me divide this in half. Now I can get 2 renters in here. And that's what we do. We compartmentalize so we can get more bang for our buck. I'm going to keep this over here, but I'm going to keep doing this over here. Get back to the reading. It says, now we have a chance to clean up that wreckage, amend our past, and reclaim our lives. Are you willing to do that? Got a lot of questions today. Excuse me. I have a lot of questions today. And please believe, if I'm asking questions of you, I've asked them of myself. Or I may still be in the process of asking and getting an answer or waiting for an answer. And I'll disclose that. Since we spent a long time and much effort preparing for this step, when we came into NA, or when we recognized our need for healing, facing the debris of our past was probably the last thing we want to do. Some of us are masters of avoidance and projection. It's their fault. I can't talk to them. Whatever lie you told yourself or the enemy gave you to keep you stuck, you will not heal, because that thing continues to fester under the surface. And if it doesn't, that's a sign that you've divorced your conscience. So we started doing it privately with personal inventory. Then we opened up our past. I had to pause there for a fact. You open up your past. I want to say some of us have archaeological digs. When you open up your past, so many skeletons are going to fall out. You don't know where to start. Now let's go back to being a master of avoidance. And let me get back to this reading. We opened up our past to the scrutiny of a select, trusted few. Ourselves, our higher power, and the one other person. We took a look at our shortcomings. You know what? When I find, when we look at our shortcomings, we still have an undercurrent of blame. We have that reservation for that resentment. Always, as they say in TV about guns, that bullet is always in the chamber. That reservation for blame. The source of much of the chaos in our lives, and ask that all our defects of character be removed. Are you ready to be stripped bare? Said, I'm thinking of a visual of the Garden of Eden. Who told you you were naked? See, when we're stripped bare, that's when the shame shows up. Who told you you were naked? Are you allowing God and that trusted party, that select few, tell you that you're naked and allow them to cover you? I can say, I say not. Because most of us, our pride won't let us. Because we presented this facade for so long that, there's guilt and shame in saying you need help. There's guilt and shame in saying that you messed up. I did what I call my amends tour. Go back to some early videos of last year. And I did it publicly. Because I don't want that reservation. I don't want that bullet in the chamber. I don't want that reservation to go back to. Amen. God is doing a new thing. And as the song goes, here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that you're my God. Now, at some point in your faith walk, The rubber has to meet the road. The training wheels have to come off. You may get a little scuffed up. Are you willing to do that? Amen. Or are you going to continue to hide behind whatever veil you've constructed?